Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Street. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Grab down the middle. It's Wells.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Gets out of bounds after a solid game.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Foster. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, this is football today, whether you're watching the NFL or college football. Coaches go for it on fourth down. Here's the opening drive. Fourth down on their own side of the 50. Don't even blink. They go for it. To their credit, they pick it up. And they're thinking about trying to get points here on this opening drive.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He'll hand it off. 6-yard gain sets up a third and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Inside give now from the shotgun. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Clemson's offense makes their way out of the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game. They're guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab behind the line, it's Hicks. Looks like Clemson will have the first down. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Lyle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He's got it in the open. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Tigers churn out another first down. That's reeled in. It's Lyle. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle finally made at the 37. First and 10 from there. Clemson getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Picks up the first, looking for more. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. First down here for this offense. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
He's looking to scramble. Has it put to the end zone. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The Tigers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were...
Touchdown, Tigers. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Foster. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. So one huge play has flipped things quickly. Now let's see if this offense can take advantage of this scoring chance. Let's stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Oh, that one's picked off. He can go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Swarmed to the pass rush, a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's York. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Play action here on first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. As the first down is still going. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To the air, it's Foster. Grabbed by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Gets hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
The completion sets up a second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for three? Makes the grab on the move. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. On first and 10, look at the throw. The sure hands. It's Hicks. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wide out.
That's fucking dope, man.
He throws it
That's
right
fucking
into
dope.
double coverage and pays for it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Pass complete on a crosser. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. Looking to throw. It's Foster. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's got it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. So they'll just take the knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And the kickoff will be returned. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will stop. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today. And the Tigers will line up to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. To throw. It's Foster. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And here's the handoff. He's free. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That was picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Powering through. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Pulls it in. It's York. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nowhere to go here. The ball is not loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. This drive is important. Pass one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Foster. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Has the first down and more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. He make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down to the 48. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 2nd down after that short completion. Throwing off play action. Looking to scramble.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun.
It's a sack. And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Clock running in the final minute here of the 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking downfield. It's Foster. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Handoff from the shotgun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert. You keep working that clock.
So it's Mississippi State on top so far. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Single back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down now from the 37.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. but instead they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. It's almost an extension of their passing game.
The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Brought down, but broke the tackle and produced a solid gain there.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Important second down play coming up. Working clock with the ground game. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To throw, it's Foster. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. So grab down the middle. It's Wells. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop just short of the mark where it's going to be 4th down and inches. Mississippi State now operating in the red zone. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Now, he did not make the 1st down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Finds his man. It's York. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pop over the middle. It's York. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Hicks. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking for a receiver. Catch made over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.